Hello students, this is Rajesh Mehta here, and today I am going to discuss very important topic for second year students of BBA course, and that topic is which specialization one shall choose. So in next over 5 minutes I have prepared this very short video which will help you in choosing your specialization if you are already not chosen one. So first to quote Napoleon Hill. So Napoleon Hill was a very famous author, and he had said that successful people in all calling never stop acquiring specialized knowledge related to their major purpose, business, or profession. So basically, we cannot underestimate the necessity of specialized knowledge, and therefore, what university has also come up with is specialized course. This particular program 2019 credit based system has been completely revamped. So earlier under 2013 program, what you used to do was you choose specialization only in third year. So specialization was there only for semester 5 and semester 6, but now you are going to choose it in second year itself. So the weightage for specialization subject therefore has increased. There was absolute need for this because people who are choosing a particular specialization, they should have more knowledge of that particular field which they have chosen. So now what we have in front of us, there are total uh, 800 marks subjects and 32 credits which has been allocated for this specialization. Now what are the options available to you? So there are total 5 options available. One is finance management, one is marketing management, one is human resource management, service management, and agricultural business management. So if you see out of this, the first three, as I have already shown over here, are very popular, and these are the courses which are offered by most of the colleges. The last two, that is service management and agricultural business management, might not be available in most of the colleges because the number of students who opt for that are not pretty much. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to compare the first three specializations which are available for us. Now, before we go to which specialization shall we choose, as this complete uh, program has been revamped, first we'll also go through what are the semester 3 and semester 4 general subjects which you have to choose. So this general subjects is something which, irrespective of whatever specialization you are going to choose, you have to study for this particular subjects. So which are those? Principles of human resource management, supply chain management. Now, this which I have shown in bold, this is something which has been introduced for the first time. This was not there in old syllabus. Uh, this is global competencies and personality development and fundamental of rural development. So these are the 4 subjects which are general subjects, and excluding these 4 subjects, you will be studying 2 subjects which would be under your specialization. Whichever specialization you would be choose, accordingly those 2 subjects would be applicable to you. So these 4 subjects, each and every one, irrespective of your specialization, you will have to study. Now, what are the general subjects in semester 4? So semester 4, there is this new subject, entrepreneurship and small business management, then production and operation management, decision making and risk management, international business management. So these 2 slides which we have gone through, basically this will not help us in any decision making relating to which specialization we have to choose, because irrespective of the specialization you choose, these subjects you have to study. So now let us go to that part which is going to help us in choosing our specialization. So what are the subjects which are there under specialization? So under same three, I have taken this 3 specializations which are available. One is marketing, one is finance, and one is HR. Okay. So if you choose marketing in semester 3, you would be studying consumer behavior and sales management and retail management. So these are the 2 subjects. Under finance management, you would be studying management accounting and banking and finance. And if you happen to choose HR management, then you would be studying organizational behavior and legal aspects in human resource. So these subjects we need to understand in order to choose our specialization. Okay. Now, how is evaluation going to be to happen in this particular subjects? So this particular 305 subject code is there. So there are 50 marks which are internal and 50 marks which are external. And out of this internal 50 marks, 30 marks would remain as it is. So in your earlier year, first year, however, the evaluation used to happen internally. So with the same pattern, probably this 30 marks will be given by your college, and for 20 marks there would be a project. So this is how internal 50 marks have been allocated, and external 50 marks there would be theory exam by university. And 306 subject which is there, for that there would be a project viva of 50 marks, and there would be external exam of 50 marks. So this is how these subjects are divided. Now in semester 4, that is the last semester of second year, what subjects you would be choosing or studying? If you choose a particular specialization under marketing, you would be studying advertising and promotion management and digital marketing. So this is also very important and upcoming topic, digital marketing. Under finance management, you would be studying business taxation, one of the most tough subject. Earlier this subject was under general subject. So everybody in second year had to study business taxation irrespective of their specialization, which they used to choose only in third year. But now this has been included in a specialized subject. So only if you choose finance, you will be learning business taxation. Along with that, in last semester of second year, you will be learning financial services. In HR, you would be learning HR management functions and practices, and employee recruitment and record management. But in okay, also evaluation pretty much remains the same as was there in third semester. So here internal 50 marks, 30 marks exam, etc., 20 marks project, and 50 marks viva, and 50 marks external. So it remains the same. This is, you know, mota moti the bifurcation. In internal exams, a college may choose to go for a particular kind of evaluation which might be slightly different, because that much independence is available to the college. So now this particular subjects, why I have put these slides over here. So after listening to this subject, you would be able to understand, you know, under what particular specialization you have liking towards. And also there are further few slides which I will go through to make your decision more simpler. So let's see what's there in finance and who should opt for finance. So finance is one of the most sought after specialization. Then a student must be good with numbers. Okay, so when I say good with numbers, it doesn't mean that, you know, he has to be good with entire mathematics, because most of the times whatever mathematics we have learned, 90% of that is not directly used by us. Okay, so all these derivatives and integration, I have never used it in my life practically. Okay, so what you have to be good with is in commercial mathematics. So like you have to arrive at percentage, return on your investment, or proportions, comparison over period of time. For that, what is required is you have to be good with commercial mathematics. So basically not very high fundu mathematics of integration, derivatives, sine, cos, theta is required. So that is one myth, that you have to be extremely good in mathematics. Yes, you have to be good in mathematics, good with numbers, but which mathematics? Commercial mathematics. Then a person shall be good in analysis and logical reasoning skills as well. Then he will find finance specialization very easy. So if you are good in accounts, if you are good in mathematics, commercial mathematics, you can definitely choose this specialization, as it is one of the most sought after specialization. Also, there are vastly diversified fields. So in subsequently, you have a lot of scope to work in different areas. So you can work in accounts team, you can have your taxation consultancy, or you can also work in a corporate handling their taxation. uh, You can be doing portfolio management, that is investment banking. So if you do a specialized course further after your BBA about shares and share markets, so you could also be doing business of portfolio management. You can have your career in banking because it is directly linked with finance, and we also have definite direct subject relating to banking and finance. Then MIS and budgeting, so it's a part of, you know, internal control for management, where you prepare a lot of reports for management decision making. So MIS is management information system and budgeting. So a company is usually budgeting something at the beginning of the year, and then they have to track actual income and expenses. So that is also a major part of reporting for management, which happens in most of large corporates. So you have career in that as well. Also you can have a career in actuarial, that is, you know, valuation services for insurance purpose or for many other purposes. So yes, obviously you might be required to do further more specialized study or specialized course in order to work in few of these fields. But under finance, these are the vast fields which are available for you in future. Then let's think about second option, which is marketing. So in marketing, it's actually a very dynamic field. A student shall be creative and he shall possess street smartness. He should be aware of current trends and people taste, because then only he would be able to, you know, market a particular product. In marketing also there are a lot of options, and if you see currently, most of the things are based on marketing. You sell your products on huge budget of marketing. That is the trend which is followed by all the corporates. So obviously, yes, there is a lot of scope. There is scope in advertising, public relations, so where, you know, you do media management for your particular client, that, you know, the reports of your clients appears in various newspapers or something like that. So that is public relation. Then you can be involved in the promotions and sales of the products. Also, this is this upcoming field of digital marketing. So you have now already observed, especially in this times of COVID-19, that most of the work happens from digital platform. So a lot of advertisements and marketing is also going through digital platform. And there have been trends of social media marketing, which we have already observed. So using this various hashtags and giving these challenges, post this challenge XYZ, all this is a part of social media marketing. And then we'll talk about third option which is available, that is human resource. Now human resource is a very specialized core subject basically, but it is getting a lot of importance. You will see that many corporates now, be it a small corporate or a large corporate, are having dedicated human resource in order to identify good talent and to recruit good talent in their company. So if you want to choose this particular specialization, a student shall be very good in interpersonal and presentation skills. Yeah, you should be people friendly. You would be, you should be able to easily get along with people. Then only you would be a better HR resource. Then you should be good at involving people and have liking for human psychology. So bit of study of human psychology, how can you motivate your employees, how can the employees work in an environment which is more friendly to you. So understanding of those things is important. Under human resource, see, this is basically a very core specialization. So again, if I have to see what are the options available, then options might be, you can be a part of recruitment team, or you can be a part of training and development the existing talent which you have. Then you can be a part of employee relations and retention team, or you can be looking at payroll, that is, salary part of employee, and law compliance under various labor laws, under various employee laws which are applicable. Like there is gratuity if you're working in a manufacturing company. There are a lot of labor welfare laws which are applicable. So in a small organization, mostly all this function would be done by a single person. But if you are working in large organization, it will have a large big HR team, and obviously then there would be having this different specializations. So these are the three popular options: finance, marketing, and HR. And mostly you have to choose from this three. Social There are two other options: service management and agribusiness management. But most of the most of the student do not opt for that. But if your college is having that option and you need to discuss scope about that, you can definitely WhatsApp me. I have given my WhatsApp number over here, so you can WhatsApp me, or you can put your query in the comment box uh, under this particular video, and I would be more than glad to revert to you. So I hope this small video helps you in better understanding of what specialization subjects you have, and you can choose a correct specialization for you, because this particular specialization you are going to deal with over a period of next 2 years. Further, if you go for your master's course, your master course specialization will be also dependent upon this course. So this is a very important decision you are taking. So my request is to go through the syllabus, which is already uploaded on the Pune University website under student section. So you better understand, what are the contents of the subjects which we have already seen, which are available under specialization, and accordingly you choose your specialization. I will be happy to help you over WhatsApp queries and queries which you would be asking in the comment box. Thank you, all of you.